Nice little username there in Fisher Firuzia. The third best and 136th best player of all time.
Yeah, let's take some other challenge here. Ocean Storm is a Grandmaster. Let's not exaggerate, guys. We just started. Let's not take a Grandmaster. Let's take someone with a random account, with a random name that just seems attractive. D4, Knight f6.
Yeah, stop playing with my rating, guys. That's becoming a bit embarrassing. I mean, what is this stream if not an opportunity for my mods to roast me? Like, there's really no other reason for me to stream apart from that.
Bishop 3. Rook a2 back. Yeah, I'm not going to accept a draw, of course. We're not in the charity business here.
And a queen check comes. Another queen check. Okay, now you are pre-moving. This is very smart, but I can also pre-move a mate in 2. Okay, thank you for the game, and it wasn't rated. I mean, okay, I'm done. So sorry, guys. I'm not going to Banter anymore. This wasn't rated. This was freaking unrated. No, I mean, okay. Most chickenish way to play. I mean, unrated. I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. Okay, if anyone can replace me in this Banter, sorry. Okay, let's play against Julia Brazil. It's 3+2, but this will be my your revenge, so I'll make this game last forever.
Ay. Such a beast. Yeah, okay, this is pointless. Okay. Good game. What were we saying? There. Okay.
Let's briefly see if Frenchman has challenged me. It's hard to find. Probably should go to his account and see. Ooh, H6, H3. Hello, G5. Didn't see it coming, eh? Mate? Who's funny now, eh, Harigiri? Oh, Knight H2, like this. Knight H2. Please don't hit me. Oh, don't hit me. Boom.
You don't accept my challenge.
Ah, okay, I will accept. Oh, I didn't see a challenge.
You're too afraid.
I'm not afraid. I didn't see your challenge. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Can you go, please? I'm shy.
I'm
can you
gonna
please
sit next to you.
No, can you
while
please
you're
go?
playing.
No, please. Can you go somewhere else?
Okay, no Frenchman. Next is me.
Yeah. Okay.
And you challenge.
Okay. No Frenchman. Being tossed around here by my wife.
Hello, Miss Tactics. Hello there. So, Pico, we gotta play before my manager is back in the office. Ooh. That's, I think your manager should understand and challenge me as well.
I've also been told many a time, Jan, just fix the shit. stop asking the audience if they can hear or see you. And also, stop cursing. I believe that type of feedback has been given to me more than once, probably like thrice.
So do I play for 1 hour or 1.5? But how long am I supposed to play? Okay, cool. Okay, thanks. Okay, welcome everyone to the Banter Blitz. I haven't done this for a couple of months now, but happy to be back. So here we already have the first challenge. I got vaccinated today, the second dose, so let's hope I can still play, be able to play some chess. So this guy seems to not be here. He's probably busy with crypto stuff. So let's accept somebody else. Dangerous Ride is a classic opponent. Hopefully he's here. Yeah, he's here. It's d4, so knight f6, g6, my usual Grunfeld, knight f3, bishop g7, bishop f4, let's go castles, queen c2, that's a move I actually never seen before. Usually you always face e3. So looks a bit stupid, the queen on c2, because it can always get hit by bishop f5. I'm not sure, let's go c5. Let's take, maybe knight c6, develop. a3. Bishop f5 is very logical, I can take on c4 and then take on d4 as well. Let's do that. Rook d1, bishop f5. Yeah, queen c2 doesn't seem to bust Grunfeld. Let's do a6 maybe. Stop bishop c4 because of d5. Queen c4, rook c8. Trying to harass the queen. Maybe it's time to go bishop e2 for him and develop. He's hoping to have some tactics against the queen. It's a cool place to hide the queen, so suddenly a3 makes some sense. Let's do knight e4. Now the d4 pawn is under attack, so it's not easy for him to protect. But the main problem is that his king is still in the center and my king is safe, so he broke some opening rules here. He should have gotten the king to safety earlier. So now what's happening if I just grab the pawn? Let's try. Knight d4, bishop d4. We'll take on e4, I take back, and he's probably gonna castle, but then I can play like queen b6 and just a pawn up. I don't think I had any tactics on the d5 either because I always have queen a5 check. So now I said queen b6, maybe rook c2 is always also a move. Bishop d5 also a move, then e5. Let's just do queen b6. Keep it simple. b4 seems to be a bad move because of rook c2, and now he loses the bishop as well. It was a difficult position anyway. He could hardly move because my bishop on d4 was taking so many squares. Yeah, now it's very resignable. Okay. Let's do the next game. Let's play against Jan Noor. I was gonna take Jan Noor, but then some other challenge came up. So that challenge I was gonna accept came more down. So okay, let's go against my Resident Evil from Norway. Not sure who that is. My countryman. So that's not clear if he's here. Probably not. Okay, he's actually here. Let's try queen b3. This is not so normal move. I can think the main one is b3 or knight d2. But white has so many moves in that position, probably like 10 different moves. The queen b3 is definitely not the most normal. Bishop g2. c6. Let's just develop. d5, I'm going knight e5. c6 seems to be a bit slow. Usually black is supposed to play c5 there and attack the white center immediately. Maybe knight fd7 makes sense here to challenge the knight on e5 because the b8 knight cannot move. Yeah, he saw that. Let's maybe take bishop f4. Let's start with taking at least, because otherwise my c4 pawn was under attack. And even considering some tactics like c takes d5, knight takes d5, e takes bishop d5, trying to claim that the rook on a8 is trapped, but probably black can go knight e5, d5, knight d7, so doesn't seem to work. If I go bishop f4, he takes a knight c6 with a nice position, probably. Not clear what I should do. I don't know, let's go rook d1. Take, knight c6, maybe queen a4, and play that position. Hoping to get something on the d file. Probably black is fine. Knight d7 also makes sense. e4, he always has queen, knight c5. I don't really like my position. Let's go bishop f4, knight c5, maybe queen c2. Rook c8, it's logical. Queen d2, maybe get out of the pin. Black is fine, but it's not it's still very playable. h4, maybe h5. b5, b4 is an idea for him, because I cannot play a3 because of knight b3, so makes some sense. f6, it's a bit surprising because my I didn't really like my pawn on e5. Let's go for some tactics. Knight d7, knight takes d5 maybe, and then some action. We could go to a4 as well. Then I probably take. This was my idea. Takes, queen takes, and the knight on d7 is hanging. Bishop e2, I can take and rook e1. So at the moment I'm 2 pawns up, so that shouldn't be worried. Rook e1. Yeah, now it's just a pawn up for me, so he shouldn't have allowed that. Let's go rook e4, hoping for bishop d5, rook g4. But he sees that. Let's continue to play for tactics. Bishop e4, bishop g7. It's not really great because he can take on e1, but he misses that. Take on a2, maybe some practical chances, but he resigns instead. Probably lost. Let's play against Janur. So now we actually have some increments. It's 3+1. I think I played her before. Let's see if she's here. She is. Let's, what should we play? Let's try the Caro-Kann. goes for the advanced variation, known to be maybe the most dangerous line for black. That's for sure. On the higher level, bishop d3 used to be a strange move before, I think, but nowadays almost every move is possible in that position. Magnus played c4 against Fedosev like 1 week ago, and I had never seen that move. So it's a move where white has so many options. So bishop d3 is also fine, of course. Let's play c5. So she probably wants bishop c5, queen b5, knight d7. Is that so bad for me? Should be playable, but let's go knight c6 first. Do not give her what she wants. Bishop c5. Knight e7, knight g6. Knight g6. c3 seems a bit strange, just a bit too slow. Now if I take on e5, queen b5 in the end, knight d7, this seems to be good for me because I broke b8 in the end, and b2 is also hanging. Let's go to b6. And this is just a pawn up. Castle a5, I always have a6. Maybe knight e5. Queen g3, bishop c7. Knight c4. Maybe knight d4, queen king h1, queen f6. This is a very difficult position for white because also the b1 knight didn't come out, so yeah, that blunders mate. Yeah, she just probably blundered a e5 pawn because she thought maybe queen b5 check was winning a piece, but yeah, that didn't work out. Let's do this guy. Bogdan Gheorghiu from Romania. Sounds like a strong player, but I actually not heard the name. Let's stick to the Grunfelds. Rook b1. Yeah, this is like the nightmare to face for. I mean, if you want to play for a win with black, this is like the nightmare variation to face when you play the Grunfeld, because the best line for black is to take and play queen a5 check and take on a2, but it's in all of the lines it's just a forced draw. And if black usually doesn't take on d4 and open a5, but according to theory, black is worse. So it's a good line for white if you face someone much stronger than you. Let's go bc7. Castles knight c6. Knight e5. This is not supposed to be a good variation for black. I don't remember exactly why, but let's try f5. Maybe takes rook b3. I don't think this was the way to punish the variation queen c7 for by white, but it's anyway probably just interesting position. I think white was maybe supposed to take it by f4 instead of c4. Takes, so bishop e5. If f4, I always have the check, so that's not something to fear. Bishop h, bishop e5, bishop h6, bishop h2, king h1. Yeah, that's maybe what he wants. Okay, let's try anyway. Maybe bishop h6, rook f7, I can play. It's obviously very important to have that check on d4, and then I can take on e4, because otherwise, if I didn't have that check, then white would play e5. I would just be dead. It's actually not so easy for white to protect the pawn here, because h2 and e4 was hanging. Queen c2, I can just take on e4 now, because if he takes back, I have bishop f5, which wins an exchange. I can also start with bishop h2, king h1, bishop f4 maybe. Also seems very good. Probably I'll go for that. Still ef5, bishop f5 is not great for white. Maybe g3 or something white has to play, but I can take on e4 and I'm 2 pawns up. This I can probably take. I think white should go queen e4, because bishop e4, bishop f5 seems to be very dangerous. Take rook f5, rook h5 is very big threats. And if g3, I just check and play rook h5, and that's going to be mate. Seems to rook b3 seems to be the only move. Rook h5, rook h3. But then I take and I'm a pawn up, and I bring over rook. This one I didn't really see. But I think queen e3 should be a good move. Stopping the king from escaping. And if white moves the g pawn, then I take on f3. But I actually just missed queen f2, so wasn't great. Yeah, queen f2. Okay, let's try to be desperate for mate. Probably white can take on c5. Because I have check on h1, king f2, queen d2, queen g3, king g3, and nothing more. But this is actually losing because of queen h4. King h3, queen d4 is mate. And if g3, then I would have rook h2. Let's play this guy Yup from Spain. He's also always playing this Banter Blitz, so I've played him definitely many times before. Playing the Grand Prix system with white here, and this g6 bishop g7 knight d4 is a very good line against it. e6 is also a good move. Let's try e5. I think black should go a6. Get the bishop away and then maybe d6 or something. Because if black develops now, then I will take on d4 and play knight e4 and get a nice knight on d6. Yeah, he's listening to the stream probably. But actually, d5 is not a good move. We should have played d6 because now I will not take one. I will just keep the position closed, and the d4 pawn is weak. The d6 would have been such a better move. Now probably the queen has to go to a7, which is a bit sad. See, if he would go to c5, then I would anyway play bishop b3, bishop a3. So bishop b2, knight c6. Let's go here. Maybe bishop d6. Knight f5. I can. No, this was a very bad move. Knight f5 because if I would take, he would have d3. But b6, I'm just happy to see. Let's take and play b4, and bishop c5 should grab the pawn. Here, maybe queen b7. Rook b1. Seems very hard to defend the d4 pawn now. It should be 5. Just go here. C3. Should just be a pawn up. My rook is not doing anything on b1 anymore, so let's bring it back to a1 and potentially double on the a file. Queen b5, I will probably just take, or not even probably, I'm forced to take, and then maybe move my rook. Let's go here. Rook a5 was maybe strange. Bishop e7, bishop e8. Let's double. Probably time to take. Queen e4. Bishop e7, which is a logical move to play bishop d8, actually is pretty bad because of b5. If he takes that rook a7, there's some tactics there. b5 rook a7 is a very important team to look up for black. But it's anyway a very bad position, of course, because it's a pawn down. Rook d8 seems to still have b5. Takes rook a7, queen c8, rook a8. Just winning material because the rook on c6 will be hanging in the end. Rook d4 he has to play, but then I take on c6. He resigned. Hey, should have just played d5, sorry, d6 instead of d5 because that structure was not great for him when it was closed. Let's play another Norwegian who might play like Karpov. We will see. Well, it writes opponent is disconnected, so it's probably not here. Let's play Dr. Krankenstein. Should definitely be a fan of Magnus. C3. So this guy is into gambits, sacrificing a pawn. I'm a coward, so I don't dare to take it. Giving up my bishop, but damaging his pawn structure. I was more afraid of bishop d2 there to not allow this. Bishop f4. Let's just castle. Probably gonna castle too. Bishop g4. Bishop g4 h3 takes 95. I can go let's go bishop g4. Takes. Queen e2 probably. Just queen g3 would be a very bad move. It's on knight h5, and he would lose the game. So yeah, I should go to e2 or d1 to protect the bishop. Yeah, he could also do this. Somehow I thought that this structure was better for me with a light squared bishop. Maybe not. I think knight d7 is very precise here because I get a knight to c5 and he can't really take the pawn because of knight c5 hitting the bishop and the rook. Queen e3, but I'm getting the knight to c5 anyway. c5, wow. I like the concept that he doesn't want to get a bad bishop against strong knights. But it's probably too desperate because it's just a pawn after all. Rook d1, c6, rook d8 is a fantastic position for black. f4. It doesn't seem to help his situation. Because now he also has a weak e-pawn, but he had to do something active, obviously, because if he just stands, he's gonna lose. Queen e2 is a good move, protecting the a2 pawn and threatening bishop c4 at the same time. Let's go here. Rook f1. I was intending to play knight e6. No, sorry, I was intending to take the pawn on c3. Just be greedy. Maybe he can go bishop c4. There, bishop c4, knight e6. Knight e6, maybe then he has like rook f7. Bishop c4, I can also just move my king and give the pawn back because I'm 2 pawns up. That's a move I didn't expect. He's either a tactical genius or not. In this case, I think probably not. Yeah, because I just defend with the rook, and he doesn't have enough guys on the rook. A4, yeah. Creative guy. He wants queen a2. It's a funny move to see. Not really something you don't expect. So I should probably play like queen a3 to stop queen a2. That would make sense. Okay, so let's be funny. I don't see the threat, so let's play g6. Let's take another Magnus-inspired name. A lot of those on the site. Back to the Grunfeld in some way. Castle knight c6. And this is known to be a quite harmless line, but white is not worse either. It's probably around equal. h3 is a good move to stop bishop g4. Because usually in these positions, the c8 bishop is the one that doesn't find a good square. many moves here. I can take and play maybe 95. Play 94. Let's just take. D5. I didn't expect. Maybe I can try to defend the C4 pawn. Bishop F5. Knight D4. I probably have Bishop D3. Here, Rook C8 maybe. Not sure about Queen B6, but I'm a pawn up, so it can't be that bad for me. Bishop D4. He wants to get it back. Can I play knight D7 here and be greedy? I also have moves like knight 4. No, I don't. Let's just go. Let's just go knight D7. Spending too much time this game. My bishop on F5 is never getting trapped because I can play not bishop D3. So it's threatening the C4 pawn. 94 maybe. I don't know. Let's just keep it simple. I can give the pawn and play 94. Should still be a nice, because my knight on A5 is so out of the game, so it's not so bad to trade it for the pawn. It takes on E4. I take the bishop, and then I have a better, stronger bishop against the knight. Knight C3 probably. Let's go here. I want to play B5, B4 to attack the knights. I can still play B4. Just get rid of the double pawn. King F8. Rook E2, Rook E8. E6. Hoping the pawn D6 will be a potential weakness. Goes here, bishop C6, knight C5. Knight C5, bishop D5. Here I think I have B6. The pawn seems to be lost. If he goes like knight D3, I can just take it. Sorry, I go rook D4. I mean, okay, he wants to get the knight to C7. Let's just stop that. He can try B3 now. He should try B3 to get to get the knight to b4 at least. Here, knight b4, and I will probably take on d7. Should c4, knight d8. Okay, let's just take. Rook b3. No, so just go here, rook a7, b5. I go rook b3, and I win the second pawn. Yes, this has to be winning. Now the knight also seems to be trapped. Sitting rook c8, but I'm actually not threatening to. Yeah, rook a8 is more precise. Now the knight is lost. If I would have gone rook c8, then I'm not threatening to take because he has rook c4. But now my rook on c5 protects the bishop. He played well. I was spending a lot of time there in the beginning. Let's take someone higher rated. Instituto Mexicano. Hope is here. Maybe not. Okay, let's give him like 10 more seconds. The guy probably challenged me like 20 minutes ago, so it's normal that he does something else while waiting. Okay, well, yeah, it's probably not here. Let's do this guy from. Oh, this guy's also not here. Opponent disconnected. Okay, let's do this guy. South African actuary. So we have the Slav. Very solid. Knight f6. Let's try g3. Tempting him to take the free pawn. So here. Black has many ways to play here. Bishop f5 is a move, g6 is a move, b5 or e6, sorry, e6, bishop e7 is also possible. Usually white gets compensation for a pawn either way. Like black goes b5 and white sacrifices, like he plays b3 and so he's a pawn down, but the c6 pawn is weak. In this position he cannot play b5 because the c6 pawn would be hanging. So he didn't time it well probably. But it should anyway be playable for him. Let's go 95. So hoping for rook b8, bishop f4, bishop d6, knight takes b7. But he should go maybe queen d7 to protect the pawn. Queen c8. And knight d5 was very strange to give the pawn. I mean, he saw that I can take it, but I don't think that. I mean, he has to give away the bishop now, and then he has like that structure. So he shouldn't have done this. No, I thought I'm threatening e4, but I'm actually not because he has bishop g4, threatening the queen. So I'm not winning winning the piece. It goes bishop c2, queen e1. I should just get the bishop from c1 out. Somehow maybe b3, bishop b2. Yeah, let's try. If it goes queen c3, I always have bishop a3. Bishop on c2 is actually not great for black because whenever I develop the bishop, I'm always threatening rook c1, which is pinning the bishop. But I don't think you should have included bishop c2, rook queen e1. Queen b4. Let's go here. 1 second, I'll just get some something to drink. g6. I can take the pawn on c6, but that's maybe actually I cannot because he has like knight e7 threatening the rook and the knight. But I can play maybe like knight f3 and should be a nice endgame. Get the knight to e5 later, and the c6 pawn should be weak. It takes knight b4. I always have like a3. Let's go here. Probably c5. And this dropped the pawn, so should be very good for me. But it's never easy to convert in chess. I don't know, let's go rook c4 maybe. Knight b6. I don't mind the trade. Sorry, I shouldn't pre-move queen c4 because if it takes on b c4. Okay, let's go queen g5 and hope I will finish in style. I don't even have I don't have knight g4 or knight d7, so that was, I'm just fooling myself. Okay, let's do here maybe. Hoping for bishop f6. Okay, knight d6. Then he takes. It's not great. He's low on time. I'll trick him. Yeah, it was probably not well played in the end, but didn't matter. Luckily, wow, we have someone 2960. That's a very big rating. Let's play against him. Probably going to be my first loss. Let's try d4 here. It's not a great line, but trying to confuse him. a6, bishop f4. I think b5 makes sense. b5, bishop b7. Let's get his stuff going on the queen side, because if he goes knight f6, maybe I will hit him with e5. Queen a5. Castles is probably logical. Then he goes knight b4, queen c4, b5, queen b3. Not sure about that. The a3 is also a move. Not sure how to play this. I don't know. Let's just go for it. Knight b4, queen c4, b5, queen b3, bishop b7, and we'll play that position. Knight f3 maybe. Goes bishop b4. Could just play knight e2. Yeah, why not? Don't allow him to get what he wants with bishop c3 and damaging the structure. Next, maybe I'll play bishop d6. Trying to take over the dark squares. I think he should have played like b5 or not b4, queen c4, b5, just something more direct than this, because it's yeah, it doesn't seem to have many threats here. Let's go. Should be 6. I could also play a3 maybe. F4. Now he wants to trade queens. I think the endgame is not something I'm afraid of. Okay, let's start with a3. Let's see 693 as b5. That's right. It should be bishop e5, bishop e2, bishop e7, e5. Sorry for the sounds. It's a train passing by. Whenever he moves the b pawn, maybe I can think about e5. b5, e5. Maybe he has like knight. No, he doesn't have knight f5 because I can take on c6. That's nice. Okay, I'll go here. b5, knight b6, rook b7, I take on c8. Knight c8, I have rook c6. He protects like this. Didn't think about that. I don't know. Let's go c4. Rook c7, king b1. Maybe time to get the knight to d6 instead. But if I move the rook, maybe he goes d5, so it's not so easy. Maybe knight c3. Now I'm forced to move the rook. Maybe king e7, I go e5. But e5 is a very bad move by him. Now the rook is trapped. But it was difficult in time trouble. He was under pressure. That was a good game, I think. And it was not rated, yeah. Nice to play your good games when it's not rated. Let's play against Blender Panda. Also a classic opponent in this Banter Blitz. Has played him a couple of times before. Let's try c4 again. Let's try g3. Here. So we have the normal Catalan. Let's try knight c3, knight e5. c5. That's also one of the main moves in that position. But the main move is knight c6. Then white takes with the bishop. But this endgame is also solid for black, but white can ask some questions. But I don't remember anything, so I'll probably not ask those questions. I don't know if I should take on d8 first or not. Let's do it. Knight c6, probably. I think I was supposed to take on c6, but I didn't really recall. So let's develop instead. Bishop f4, knight d4 maybe. Then I will go rook c1 or castle short. Knight d5. It's not a move I expected because if I take, he gets the single pawn. Sorry, isolated pawn is maybe more correct. A pawn that's not in a relationship. But he gets very active, so it's not easy. 95, e5, and maybe he gets some 94 stuff. I don't know. Let's do this. Takes. It's probably not great at all, but trying to confuse him. Knight f4. Maybe I have bishop c6. Knight d4. Maybe bishop e5, is that a move? No, bishop e5 is not a move. That takes knight c2, king c2. Maybe I can try to trap the knight there. Okay, I have to just move. Let's go king b1. Because yeah, he could take on c3 and e2 with check, so I play king b1 so he doesn't take with check. That was his threat. Oh, b5. It's very brave. No, I don't know what's going on. Let's go here maybe. Take. Should be 7. I can take here. I should have gone to c1 probably, because now he has bishop d7. Stupid. But here I should be better because it's an endgame and my king is much better than his king, so c pawn is weak. be here. I think I can play rook b1 and trade rooks because I'm anyway going to win the c4 pawn at some point. Let's just do that. Because if I would take on c4, he would have had like rook b2 and he gets active. Bishop b5, I can probably play. Okay, I can probably play king before there, but now. Oh, sorry, I can of course not take because he has bishop b5. That would be a cold shower. Now I can take. Black maybe has some drawing chances here, but in blitz it's like impossible to save this. And now h6 is probably. I thought bishop d3 is just over, but here's bishop c6. It's fighting. No, sorry, bishop c6. I have e5, so it's actually over, and then I take knight 6. Because he can never trade bishops when he's 2 points down. Oh, sorry, 1 pawn down. Here. Don't want to give him king f3. And now my threat is bishop d1, and I will start to advance my passed pawn. Should be 5 probably. Maybe it'll just resign. Bishop, but it's I have bishop h5 there, so it's 2 pawns down. Okay, who should we take? Is some guy from France. Didn't play an opponent from France today, so let's try d4 here. The London system c5, let's go knight d2, c3, g3, castles, usually black plays, and then white has the option of going bishop d3 or bishop b5, queen e7. I don't think I've seen that move before. Castle is so logical. Now he's threatening to play e5, so I should stop that. Bishop b5. Okay, bishop c6 makes some sense. Damage his structure. Queen a4. I don't want to let him play bishop a6 because then I cannot castle. So it's difficult. What should I take with? This c pawn makes a bit more sense because then I can play maybe rook c1 at some point. I don't know. Let's take with the e pawn. Maybe this queen a4 was not so clever actually, because maybe you can play rook b8. It's not so easy to protect. c5, I always have queen a3, taking advantage of the pin. Rook e8. Logical. I'll probably just go. I don't mind the endgame now because I will be a pawn up. And if he goes queen b7, I would go queen h. Queen d8 looks a bit passive. Maybe just get the king to safety. Rook e1. Queen h3. Knight e5. Can probably take, but I don't have to. Okay, let's just go here maybe. Pawn on e4 would be a bit annoying if I would take, so that's why I didn't like it. And then maybe you could play like f6. Let's go here and to c5. Bishop c6. I don't think he should take because the knight on e4 is great. Let's go maybe here. I don't know why I did that. You know, he should take on c5. I should have taken on b7. Somehow I thought that after we traded queens, he had to go bishop c8 for some reason. Yeah, let's just take, bring the rook. Actually, if he goes rook d8 to protect if I take, and if it takes with the pawn, I have rook takes e4, which is a nice tactic. Queen on a5 does a good job. Thanks to Ops Kitty. Let's play against Monkey King from India. Oh, he's not here. Opponent. No, he's actually here. Let's try knight f3. G6, let's go E4. G6 in that position allows the Moroccan, which I think is great for white and leads to an advantage. But still, a lot of players out there play the opening, and black is very solid, especially in Blitz. It's probably not a bad opening. A6, that's a bit surprising because He's weakening the b6 square. I think he should have played like maybe bishop e6, rook c8. In general, black wants to play b5 in these positions to get counterplay, but for now he's not threatening to play b5 because I can take with the bishop. Let's go active with f4. Queen d7. It's a bit strange. Now you always have to look up for f5 because his bishop would get trapped. Maybe he wants to play bishop g4. I was first thinking about knight a4, knight b6, but maybe it takes on e4 and gets some compensation. It's not clear how much compensation he has, but okay, let's just play h3. Tempting him to sacrifice. Maybe here, threatening f5 now. So he should probably move the queen because f5 would win the bishop. It's here, but I can play e3. b5. Now I thought I have f5 because if he takes on c4, I take on e6 and I'm threatening the queen. So it seems like I'm winning the piece. Take the rook. If it takes now, I can probably take on a5. Also take on c4. Let's take on a5. Yeah. It's probably horrible because now I allowed queen c7. Very unfortunate. Yeah, I just blundered. But he doesn't see it. Yeah, you could just play queen c7, threatening my knight and the rook. And he would be very much back in the game. This doesn't work. Queen d2. Takes, I take with the queen. And my rook is protected. Probably that's where he missed that my rook is protected. But still, my knight on a1 is not the greatest piece, so I have to get that back in the game. Maybe b4, knight b3. Knight b3. I can probably take on e7. Let's give a check first. Should probably go to f8 because otherwise I would take on e7. he can take on a2, but I was just thinking maybe I would play rook g4 or something, and knight d4 is also possible. His king should be in trouble, so the pawn on a2 doesn't matter. Still not sure what I'm threatening. Okay, I'm not threatening anything. What am I doing? Let's go here. Yeah, I didn't play this well. And my king is actually very safe. There's just one check on h1. Let's go here. At least threatening something. Maybe here. Probably I'm the one who's gonna get mated. This I can take, I think. I can wait and not take on h7, that was strange. And now I take on h7. Yeah. Okay, guys. I think that was 1.5 hours. Thanks for everybody who watched, and I was very happy to do this. Hope you had fun. I was lucky enough to not lose any games today. I'm going to stream some other stuff tomorrow at 8, so feel free to join again. All right. Take care. See you.